So for the first YouTube video, I thought I'd do like a little get to know me, just some questions that people sent in. So I'm just going to answer like 10 questions, just as a quick get to know me for the first video. So that way when people come to look at my page, they can see who I am, what I'm about, what I'm into and why I got here. So we'll go for question number 1. Where do I currently live? So I'm currently living in London, South East, working in the North London. Currently living in the South East, recently moved here about a year ago. Okay, so question number 2, how did I get to the job I have today? So I suppose I've always been interested in fitness. Probably started when I joined the army back in 2012, and then from there it was mandatory to keep fit, keep going. So I've always had that fitness. Obviously in the army it was more mandatory than it is now, but I really enjoyed that lifestyle. So when I left the army 2 years ago, it was a pretty surefire way for me to keep into fitness and help others around there. So that's how I got into the job. Okay, question number 3, what is my coffee order? Honestly, it would depend on the weather, but 9 times out of 10 it's a flat white, no sugar. Depending on how early, maybe an extra shot of espresso. If it's a nice summer's day, probably an iced latte. Question number 4. Okay, if I could only watch one TV show forever, what would it be? Tough one. I like to watch programs that are just a bit light-hearted. You don't have to do much thinking to it. But there's only one. It would probably be Rick and Morty, just the comedy value. Okay, question 5. Where in the world is top of my bucket list? I'd say at the moment in time, it's Athens. I've been to Greece before, but I really want to go and visit Athens, home of the gods. It's just really one place I really want to get out and see. Other than that, I really want to travel the world, see a lot of places. Next up will probably be Fiji, very close behind. Different sides of the world, but hey, why not get done in one day? Question number 6, when did I start training and why? Okay, so I started training properly, probably back in 2011. So just before I was going to join the army, I was quite overweight and I went and done a fitness course to help me get fit enough to enter the army. So that was 2011, then I joined the army in 2012 and it's been going ever since. So yeah, 2011 to be fit enough to join the army. Okay, question number 6, what keeps me motivated to keep going? One of my biggest motivations would be progress. So seeing the weights add up on a deadlift bar or on my bench, that really pushes me to keep working on those muscle groups. So that's a really big motivation for me to keep going personally. But with my clients, it's seeing progress, it's seeing the life-changing effect it has on people. So when you take a client and they get fit and then suddenly they're more energetic, they're bouncing about, they see their family life's become better. So that really keeps me motivated with the work. But for myself, yeah, it's just seeing the numbers rack up on the lifts, getting stronger. Okay, question number 7, what are my fitness goals? Currently, well, very recently, my goals have changed a bit. So where my goals have always been pushing to get stronger, to lift more, and recently I've taken a turn and my fitness goals now are to lean up a little bit. So I'm currently looking to drop weight and tone up muscles instead of carry on building strength. Okay, question number 9, am I on steroids or would I consider it? So anyone within the fitness industry that knows anything about steroids could tell by looking at me, I'm definitely not on steroids. Have I ever thought about taking them? I have sat there some days thinking, oh God, I feel weak, should I? But it's never been any serious thought about it. But I don't have any strong feelings against people who take them. People who take them before entering competitions, I think that's just stupid, creating an unfair advantage against people that are doing clean training. But people who want to do it just to look nice, go ahead, it's not something I want to do, but each to their own. Okay, question number 10, why did I become a PT? I think one of the biggest reasons I became a PT was when I was younger, I always struggled with weight, even during my time in the army. Because I was always doing physical activity, I was always very fit, but I always had a very bad relationship towards food, so I was never I was never looking as lean or as good as anyone else, and when I came out of the army, I learned a lot about nutrition and the effects and how most of your fitness goals and changes will come from nutrition. And I really wanted to teach other people that knowledge. Instead of just working out, and doing like 2 to 3 workouts a week, wondering why it's not changing, I just wanted to teach people that it's all based on nutrition, and that's where the key foundations of a fitter and healthier lifestyle come from. And so yeah, it's basically just because bad relationship I had with food, and the reasons why I wanted to teach that knowledge so people didn't have that same effect or that long-lasting problem, as we can call it. Yeah. So that is 10 questions, just a quick get to know me. If anyone's got any more questions they want to know, fire them across and I'll do a second video if you want that. If you've got anything that you want me to do, any knowledge you want to know or anything, just feel free to fire questions along, either in the comments or just send them to me in a message, and we'll attack this one problem at a time and answer everyone's questions. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it.